Maria Boynton talking to Dr. Bernice King, and we like to talk about icons, and you know you are one of those in our city. Your legacy too, you upholding
That's funny.
No, but you're an icon in the city. You really are. You're CEO of the King Center. You're carrying on the legacy of your father and your mother. I have a few questions for you. As an Atlanta icon, what do you want your legacy to be for this city and this country?
I really wanted to be about the example of bridging divides. You know, I see myself as a bridge, generationally, because there's tension between the generations that my father lived in and the younger generation today, connecting the dots, trying to hear and understand, as I call it, those access points so that we can make the connections. Whether you're talking about racially, religious, or what have you. So, you know, I'm a bridge builder, and I haven't always been that. You know, politically, bridge builder. You know, at one point in my life, you would probably define me as very liberal and very progressive. Mm-hmm. I still hold many of the values and beliefs in what we call the Democratic Party, but I see value in the Republican Party because I, like my father, recognize you can find truth in even those who are different from you. My father studied many philosophers and theologians, and that's how he developed his nonviolent philosophy, by studying all of them, and he extracted truths from each one to create and synthesize his nonviolent philosophy. And so for me, it's building the bridge, the example of bridge building, and extracting truth, leaving that for people as an example moving forward. Because I don't know how else we can truly coexist, you know, or as my father said, live together as brothers and sisters. Because whether we like it or not, our world has now connected us because of technology and science. At one point, you know, I could be in a silo over here and nobody would know about me, and you know, I could be left alone. It's becoming increasingly more difficult to live that way. And so we have to find some ways to draw upon some common teachings or something to help us to coexist.
What do you still hope to accomplish in your career, in your life?
What I want to accomplish? I think one of the biggest things I want to accomplish is developing a cadre of individuals who have influence in helping our world understand the importance of how we live together in true community. That will be done from my ministry side, to really have an impact that way, so that the communities that are in our world don't look so drastically different, don't operate so drastically different. But the second and most important thing for me is the establishment of my mother's contributions to our world. There's so much people don't know about her, the role that she played, the fact that the icon that we celebrate today would not have been an icon if it had not been for her efforts. There are many great people in history. We don't know about them because nobody carried their legacy forward. She did that, and studying how she did it, because when you study her, you will learn things that can help us know how to deal in terms of cross-culturally, how to deal across party lines, because she was able to navigate, you know, in Washington between both parties. And they all respected her, as evident by the presidents, all the presidents being at her homegoing service. She was a great coalition builder, and how she built those coalitions. She built a brand. When you think about King, all over the world, people would not know him this way. His name, you would not have 100+ nations commemorating his birthday. He wasn't born in those nations. His direct work was in the United States of America. And yet these people feel he's a part of their world. So his work was about humanity, but it's because when he was assassinated, she continued to talk about that work, not just as something she heard about, but something she believed in. She embodied it. She said, I didn't just marry the man, I married the movement. I believed in these things. And she continued to carry that forward into nations of the world. I mean, early on, she did a whole world tour, sharing her story, talking about the teachings of the movement. I don't think there's one single speech that my mother gave that did not mention nonviolence in some form or fashion. She was so intent on this world understanding that nonviolence is going to be the way for us to create a beloved community. It's going to be the way for us to ensure and protect against continual chaos.
For our rapid fire round, are you ready?
Oh, Lord.
It's 5 rapid fire questions to highlight Dr. Bernice King's Atlanta. What is your favorite beauty salon?
Beauty salon?
Yeah, your favorite beauty salon.
I don't have a beauty salon.
Okay.
Other than mine, but it's not a salon.
Okay, what's your favorite restaurant?
Showcase Food Gallery.
Where do you like to go when you just want to unwind?
My house. It's hard otherwise.
Okay, what is your favorite music to listen to?
Oh, God. My favorite music?
Yes.
It's hard when you grow up in a household being exposed to all kind of... Okay, I'll just say this.
Okay.
It depends on the mood.
Okay. And
if I'm trying to get in the right space, it would be praise music, praise and worship music. If it's just in my natural self, I like the oldies but goodies, going way back to the 70s, 80s.
I like that too. And finally, who is an Atlanta icon to you?
Wow, an Atlanta icon to me. I would have to say, wow, that's a hard one. I got to give one? I can't give 2?
Give 2. Go ahead, give us 2.
When you say Atlanta icon, you mean living?
Okay, we can go
No, I'm
with
saying
living.
I said living or dead. Because if I had to say Atlanta icon, period, I would say my mom. I would say my mom. Okay. But if you're talking about living, the icons for me would be Ambassador Young and Jimmy Carter.
Okay. Dr. Bernice King, it has indeed, as always, been a pleasure being with you today.
Thank you.
I'm Maria Boynton.
I appreciate it.